is the difference between a bookkeeper and an accountant? Which one should you hire, or do you need both? If you have watched any of my other videos, you've probably heard me touch on this topic a bit. But today, we're really going to dive in and cover all of the different ways that a bookkeeper and a CPA are different and how they both help contribute to your business finances. I like to think of a bookkeeper as a dental hygienist and a CPA like a dentist. I know that sounds weird, but just stick with me and it'll all make sense in the end. Okay, let's get started. Bookkeepers and accountants can both help you manage your business finances, but they don't quite do the same jobs. A bookkeeper zooms into your business finances and knows those to a T. A CPA zooms out and sees your business as part of your whole financial and tax picture. They can also account for your partner's income as well as personal tax deductions and credits. So we actually work with an awesome CPA. We pay her every single month and we meet with her 2 times a year. So throughout the year, she is looking at my business as well as my husband's pay stubs. And we meet with her for a mid-year check-in and also one check-in at the very end of the year. During that mid-year check-in, we're really just giving her an update on our life. And last year, that update was crazy. We were living in a townhome, we were building a new house, and our house got pushed back. So we ended up going from townhome to an apartment for 2 months and then moving into our house with 2 kids. It was crazy. But because we had that mid-year check-in with her, she knew that information for our tax return and how we were going to have to add up all of those different utilities for the tax return so we could get that full home utilities credit. She also knew that we were buying a home and that was going to affect our tax return as well. She also takes the time to review my husband's pay stub because he is a W-2 employee. He is paying payroll taxes throughout the year. So our CPA really helps us look at that big picture information, how it's going to reflect on our tax return, whereas a bookkeeper is solely focused on your business finances and how to manage those numbers. A bookkeeper is going to spend time in your books on a regular basis. They are tracking things like your income from your clients or your expenses that are true legitimate business expenses. They're categorizing transactions so we don't see just blanket total sales or total expenses, but really breaking things down by different revenue stream and looking at true expense categories that make sense for you and your business in your industry. They're also going to be formatting monthly, quarterly, yearly reports, and hopefully in a way that works with your brain and your industry so that you can make true good decisions off of information that is understandable to you. And if they're a good bookkeeper, they're also going to be asking for more detail for your expense transactions to make sure that they are a legitimate business expense. For example, if you have Amazon orders or Target receipts, or even things like purchasing clothes, they're going to be asking good prompting questions to make sure that you really are taking true business deductions. A good bookkeeper should be really familiar with all of your expenses for your industry and know which ones are legitimately deductible. Maybe someone who used to be an auditor and knows exactly what to look for when auditing expenses. A CPA, that is a certified public accountant, is a tax expert who can help you with money saving strategies. They will help you prepare and file your tax return, can offer wealth management and tax strategy advice if that's something that they offer. They can help you manage or run your payroll and can help you make business structure decisions like switching from an LLC to an S Corp. So now we're going to close the loop on this dental analogy. A bookkeeper is truly like a dental hygienist who is taking an x-ray of a patient's mouth and is putting together this picture. Then they take that picture, give it to the dentist, and the dentist is looking at the x-ray, taking everything into account and deciding what the treatment plan is going to be. A bookkeeper is putting those reports together, handing off the reports to your CPA, who is then looking at a picture holistically and deciding what to do with that information. As with any expert that you hire, it is essential to choose a bookkeeper and a CPA who is trustworthy and knows the ins and outs of your business and your industry. If you're in the online business industry, you definitely don't want someone who isn't familiar with PayPal and Stripe, since those are the most popular payment processors in our industry, or who doesn't have an idea what a CRM is. Client relationship management like Dubsado or Honeybook. Or also another example is choosing a CPA who generally works with large corporations and doesn't really have small business expertise. So to recap, bookkeepers and CPAs can help you manage your business finances, but they definitely do different things. And yes, you do need both. Comment below if you want me to make a video on which one you need first. But all in all, it's still important to make sure that you understand your books. Have regular meetings and honest conversations with your bookkeeper and your CPA. Make sure you review and understand your monthly, quarterly, annual reports that you get from your bookkeeper. Have them educate you. Ask as many questions as possible so you truly understand this information. Also, just have a general idea of what the IRS counts as a business expense for your business and industry. And please don't take tax advice from TikTok. Ready to hire a bookkeeper who will track all of those transactions and give you monthly detailed reports with information that's understandable for you? We are here to help, and we would love to take that off of your plate. All information is linked below. See you next time.